Hi everyone, I'm Yolande. If you don't know who I am, this is my first ever Facebook Live. I'm a little bit nervous, so help me out here. Um, Today I just want to talk to you about something that is so important for our health, the health of so many of my clients, so many people I know, and I've just got some really interesting new information, so I decided it was the right time to share it with everybody. I've got a whole lot of notes and I'm going to keep this short though because I know you're really busy. I'm sitting here in my clinic room, as you can see. Oh, I can't turn all the way around. That's the other side. Yeah, so what I want to talk to you about today is called SIBO. It's an acronym for Small Intestinal Bacterial Overgrowth. Sounds fascinating, I know, to you guys. For a health nerd like me, a natural health nerd, it is really exciting, but I'm hoping I can help a lot of my clients and a lot of you guys out there with this new information. So I just want to give a little bit of an intro. This is what SIBO is, and this is what it's all about. So if you or anyone you know suffers from any of the following problems on my list, I'm just going to read off. Gas, bloating, burping, reflux, big round puku, big round tummy, or tummy that gets bigger as the day goes on, or that gets bigger and rounder after eating, constipation or loose bowel motions, IBS, that's irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, joint pain, sensitivity to pain, high pain sensitivity, fatigue, chronic fatigue, brain fog, still going, the list is still going, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, food sensitivities, if you've been diagnosed with celiac disease, histamine intolerance, fat malabsorption, candidiasis or candida, lactose, fructose or sucrose intolerance, or if you gain or lose weight easily, regardless of, trying to eat better, trying to eat less or trying to eat more, if you're trying to gain weight and you're not really making any progress. And finally, if you've never been well after abdominal surgery, accidents that have affected your abdomen, endometriosis, gastrointestinal bugs, that's tummy bugs, antibiotics, radiation, especially radiation therapy that is around the abdominal area, and things like having your appendix removed. One other sign is people who have really slow digestive movement. They eat something and it just sits in their tummy and sits in their tummy for ages. I'm just going to turn that down so it doesn't bother us. Or they eat and they only eat a little bit and then they get full straight away and they can't eat more. So I know people like that. You might do as well. The other thing is chronic iron or B12 deficiency. So if you or anyone you know suffers from any of those problems, and that's a huge list, those can all be caused by what's known as SIBO. And the awesome news that I'm so excited to share with people is that we can actually help get rid of a lot of those problems, if not all of them, by treating SIBO. So what I've been learning about recently is how to diagnose SIBO and how to treat it. And so I've just done an experiment on myself today. See my little kit here, this little bag and all these little tubes. Whoops, the bag here, the blue one, and the tubes. So today I've done my first SIBO breath test on myself. So I did 24 hours preparation, doing a special diet, not hard at all. It's only 12 hours basically it affects you for your eating, what you can and can't eat, which is really nothing. And then this morning I've gone and done all these breath tests with this bag. Now, I'm not clever enough to work out how to use my laptop to do Facebook Live, so I need two hands to do this breath test. I was going to give you a demo, but I can't because I've only got one free hand. But what you do is you take this breath testing bag, stick it in your mouth, and you give it a little pump of breath, And when you're doing that, you've put one of these tubes into the end to collect your breath. So I've collected 10 breath samples this morning. I'm going to send them off to the lab and find out, or basically confirm, that I've got SIBO, and experiment on myself with learning how to treat it. So I'm super excited. Can't wait to get this to the courier and get the results back. The clinic that does the lab that does the testing is in Auckland, so it's not going to be long before I get the test back, and I'll be able to update everybody. I'm sure you all want to know about my small intestine. Anyway, so just like briefly to finish off, what I wanted to tell you is that in the last few years, a lot of research has been done into SIBO. People previously had never heard of it. A few years back, naturopaths were calling it BOSI, B-O-S-I. It's now changed to SIBO, S-I-B-O. And GPs know about this as well, particularly overseas. In the US, you can get treatment through your GP for it using antibiotics. In New Zealand, that's not available to us. The antibiotics are only available to people with severe liver disease, and they cost a lot of money. So fortunately, naturopathic companies have been doing research and have found herbs and all natural therapies to treat SIBO. And incredibly, what I've just found out is that I think over sometime in the last year, they've completed their research, which is about to be published, that showed how the naturopathic treatments are actually way better than using antibiotics, excuse me, which is what the doctors use. So the naturopathic treatments have had a much higher success rate. For the people that didn't get success with antibiotics, 60% of them succeeded using the naturopath treatments. And with SIBO, a big problem is recurrence, so you treat it and then it comes back. So with the naturopath treatments, what they found is that, hi everybody, I can see you liking my video, that's awesome. With the naturopath treatments, what they found is that the recurrence is a lot less. So that's just so cool. I'm really excited. I can't wait to try it out on myself and then hopefully on my clients over the next few months. So just one last thing really, the best thing about what I've discovered about SIBO is that people with all those problems on the list can actually cure themselves. They can be cured of IBS, not all IBS patients, but a lot of IBS patients. They can be cured of chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. Apparently 100% of fibromyalgia patients were cured by treating SIBO. Food sensitivities and intolerances, this is something I've been struggling with for my entire life. I have, like, every year the list of things I can't eat gets bigger and bigger. So apparently people with food sensitivities and intolerances can end up on a normal diet after doing this treatment, which is amazing, and I'm sure it's amazing for a lot of my clients and a lot of you guys. Yeah, so if you want to know more about this, stay tuned. I'm going to be putting up some more videos, just really short ones if I can, to explain more about SIBO and to tell you all what I'm learning about it, and hopefully you can have some help as well. I can tell you where to get the test done, and I can tell you which sort of supplements I've been finding that are really helpful. So anyway, kia pai o koutou rā, have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon.